sex, of course, you know.
Listen, he had us all laughing. Well, comedian Cedric the Entertainer living up to his nickname as he took the helm of the 73rd Primetime Emmy Awards. And it was the first Emmy show in person since the pandemic. And while the nominations list was diverse, it was a British invasion when it came to winning, with The Crown, The Queen's Gambit, and Ted Lasso taking all the top prizes. And joining me now with a recap of television's biggest night is comedian Shang. And Shang, thank you so much for being here with us. Welcome to BNC.
Hey, what's going on? By the way, I'm British too.
Oh.
No, I'm not British. I was just saying that.
Wait a minute.
Right? Yes. Yeah. They always. Every time you see somebody black, when they say something British, you go, "Hey, man, don't I know you from Harlem?" But no. I mean, or black people who get really rich, they start talking British. So on my next Emmy, bruh, you are from Compton. Stop it.
So you getting on here with all the jokes, huh, Shang?
Right off the bat,
yes.
Gotta go with it.
Well, I want to ask you, because, you know, we're laughing just at Cedric the Entertainer. He was joking about the Pfizer vaccine and Johnson & Johnson, TJ Maxx, and all that good stuff. But reports are showing viewership were up about 16%, you know, with him as the host. What did you think about his performance?
Oh, that's my man. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think Cedric brought swag and flavor. He did a Biz Markie rap in the beginning. When have you ever seen that? I mean, come on. I mean, I thought that was excellent. And I think he was one of the best I've ever seen, because he stayed himself and still brought the jokes, and it translated, and it was fantastic. Big props to my fellow comic, said.
Yeah, definitely. And I was working, so I didn't get a chance to actually watch it. So that's why I was laughing so hard when I heard what he said, just getting a recap of it. So, you know, it seems that this show experienced a so-called stream of consciousness, with shows and specials from streaming services knocking cable and network television right off the map. Do you think this will continue to be the wave of the future, or will cable and network step up their game?
I think that it's going to be the wave of the future. There's no way that I think that cable or network will be able to catch up. They take more chances with streaming. They are a little bit more money than streaming. I know my special, I got a little bit more money from streaming. So I think that the bottom line is there's no way they'll catch up. And the creativity and the fact that people of color and faces of color get to show our stories instead of the stories that networks have a tendency to box us into.
Certainly. Now, one of the ones that probably disappointed people the most, Michael K. Williams did not win after his 5th Emmy nod for Lovecraft Country, but he wasn't the only black performer or performer of color left to cling to the honor of just being nominated. RuPaul actually managed to reach a record as most awarded black artist in Emmy history after scoring his 11th trophy for RuPaul's Drag Race. What's your take on that?
I know this is going to be not politically correct, but it's like, come on. So there was nobody else acting-wise or talent-wise that you could have put on other than RuPaul's Drag Race. There was all these black actors that had phenomenal roles and depth, and RuPaul wins the most Emmys. Not to take away from him taking that, but it's like you could have gave more to other people. And Michael K. not getting the nod posthumously. They still are kind of playing the same game to me. If you ask me, it's the same game. And again, nothing against RuPaul, because I know I get canceled or if I say even anything wrong. But it's like, yo, come on, he get the most and ever out of all these good black actors that have been on TV, the most ever. Stop it, just stop it.
Well, listen, I know people are listening to you, and some people probably share the same opinion that you have, right, Shang?
Right.
So,
yeah.
And I want to ask you this too. You know, you talk about, we got the hashtag up there, Emmyssowhite. I want to go back to that. Do you feel like that's the same, in your opinion, as what other people are saying as well? Absolutely.
I mean, that's like inviting me to the cookout and go, hey, you're here, but you can't have nothing to eat though. No, I know that food look tasty. Yeah, but don't you touch it. So, I mean, I'm tired of us kind of getting invited to the party, but we got to stand on one side of the party. And there should have definitely been more people of color and black folks leaving with Emmys. And so I just feel like there's a tendency for, and this might say, pigmentally challenged people have a tendency to be mediocre and still get the nod. You know what I'm saying? Melanin impaired people have a tendency to get, you know, the more of the nod. So I don't know, but man, it's just and the red carpet. Wow, yeah, there was some outfits. Some people I just thought, you shouldn't have worn that. I'm gonna let you know that. No, come on, tell the truth. You ain't seen people go, stop it. Come on now. Yeah, but
Listen,
I mean,
I'm like fashion police, so I understand.
Excuse me, I need you to pull over with that red dress and the tennis
Stop
shoes
it.
on. Come here. Stop it. Yeah. So sometimes we gotta say to our own people, stop it. Look here, stop it. First, or either this. First off, you knew you shouldn't have wore that. That's, yeah. So yeah.
That should have been at the. Let me just not even say what I was going to say. But
don't go there.
Listen, I got to keep my job. But Shang, let me ask you before we let you go. What did you think about Debbie Allen getting that award?
Yeah, of course. A lot of times when we get stuff, when black folks get stuff that's long overdue, I go, of course they should have, but they should have did that before. And I just feel like when we get stuff late, people still appreciate it. Of course you appreciate it. But give me my roses early. Don't give me my roses after I'm like 98. Not that she's 98, but if she was 98, she looked good. I mean, I'm just saying. But I mean, yeah, it's too little too late a lot of times, in my opinion. Now, some people watching might be thinking, oh, that's wrong, as long as they got it. No. They gave award to people who had one achievement. Whereas Debbie Allen has a ton of achievements pertaining to dance, pertaining just to entertainment business in general. So they need to get off of that. Yeah.
Well, Shang, what were your favorite moments of the evening?
You know what? Debbie Allen, I got to admit, Cedric all the way through to me. Cedric, I liked, what's the host of The Late Show? I thought his was good when he talked about Larry Elder, who lost he lost badly in California. I thought that was excellent. Stephen Colbert. I dug that he went there, as he should, because the Republicans are crazy, and so they need to be checked sometimes. And I think that was some of my favorite things from it. It just the Biz Markie thing blew me away. I was like, when have you seen them? You got what I need. I was sitting there going, did they just do Biz Markie? Yeah, so that was the part I thought that was the opening was fire. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Well, Shang, thank you so much. We can only pray to continue to see more diversity, but we appreciate your time, and thank you for weighing in on this with us today and giving us all the laughs. And stay with us. We'll be right back with more BNC Live after this break. Off the coast of Florida, the 4-person civilian crew of the SpaceX Dragon capsule really made a splash. You see it right there. Over the weekend, their module splashed down not far from where it took off 3 days earlier. The flight was funded by one of the 4 on-board billionaire, Jared Isaacman, and meant as a fundraiser for St. Jude's Cancer Research Hospital. And 29-year-old Haley Arsenault was also a passenger. She's a childhood cancer survivor who's now working for the hospital. So far, the mission has reportedly raised $154 million for St. Jude. And that's it for BNC Live at 3. But before we go, here's some exciting news for you. Aisha Mills, Amplified with Aisha Mills, premieres tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. From social justice to voting rights, Aisha amplifies the message, the stories, and the voices that are muted by other media. Amplified with Aisha Mills premieres tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you back here in about 3 minutes.